What's good, everybody? You are now in the mix. It's your big dog Kid 6, Chi-Town's finest, Carlton, you dig. Mr. ESPN himself, the Coach Jay Davis. As you can see, he doesn't have the plastic bag on his head today, y'all, because his team actually won.
They won one.
I'm only going to bring it out when his team keeps losing. So shout out to your team winning, man. I know you were thrilled.
Yeah, more like relief. Like,
Okay.
Talking about a game winner, but it's like one of those, you're supposed to do that.
Yeah.
You're supposed to do that. So hopefully that's the monkey off the back.
Yeah. You predicting the bowl game?
They better make a bowl game. Otherwise, I'm putting my name in the hat to coach there.
It's a lot of pressure right there,
A lot of pressure.
especially for DJ.
I'm hoping he's still not quarterbacking about a bowl game. All right, this is a DJ, get the fuck out of here, hate podcast.
Man, oh man. Y'all, this is episode 12, man. I feel like we definitely got a lot of sports to discuss before we do any of that, man. So, we got to do our, check-ins, see where we are with our challenges and everything. So, for me, this is week 10, the finale of the program that I'm on.
Let's get it.
All right. So, I accomplished something. Max on the bench, 315.
Hey.
Let's get it.
So I probably could have got it up twice, but because I got so hyped that I did it, I just did once and I was good. I was good.
I'm going to say about getting it up, but I got you.
Yep. Yo, you gotta chill. Yo, you gotta chill. You gotta chill.
Only once. Sorry for
Pause.
3 minutes into the pod.
3 minutes.
Yo, you gotta
That's a personal record.
Right, that's his record. 3 minutes.
Hey, yo, you gotta chill, man. But yeah, so 315, Max on the bench.
Nice.
So I'm glad, and then vacation time for me, man. I feel like it's much needed. It's much needed. I can't wait to just detach from everything and just relax, man.
You going to do one of those Aaron Rodgers cave joints?
Yeah. Yep. Need
Detach
to,
from
man.
Society?
Yep. Hell yeah, man. I'm not checking for anything. No work email, nothing. I'm going to call my grandma.
hole.
Shout out to grandma. Shout out to G-Ma. I love you. Outside of that,
Everybody else can wait.
yeah, everybody else can wait.
Sometimes you got to make them wait, man.
Yeah.
Take that time. Go jump in the black hole like Aaron Rodgers did.
Nah, real shit, man.
Yeah. Coming out looking like Tom Hanks from Castaway.
Hell yeah,
years?
man. Hell yeah. Nah, I definitely can't. Y'all see me right now, but the GOAT about to have me looking fresh, man.
Listen, because now we got to announce this. It is homecoming season, just so y'all know.
Yep.
We right around the way. So if y'all see us wolfing, it's because the transformation is coming.
Yeah.
Just know.
Listen.
I feel like I have explained it a few times. Like, dang, yeah, because of course, like the mustache gets a little crazy. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's supposed to right now.
Yeah,
Right now.
Next week though,
It's a different person. If you see me outside running errands just because,
Got to go to Target real quick.
I ain't even got to get nothing from Target. I'm going to just go in there and just spend unnecessary money just because on 3 items that I don't even need.
a pack of T-shirts. Need that.
Yup. I'm just grab it, So homecoming season is approaching, man. And
We got Morgan versus Lincoln next week.
yeah, y'all ready? I ain't going to front. Y'all really might win that game because I had to check, man. Lincoln hasn't won any games. My expectation for our homecoming, just win the homecoming game. What's Morgan's record?
They're 3-1 right now. We're pretty good.
They 3-1?
Yeah, we're pretty good. And the only was Towson. Shout out to Towson. Y'all used to be all right. Nah, we're pretty good.
So we're fucked. Look,
we got a quarterback too. He's a guy.
For real?
He's a guy.
Damn. Yo, Lincoln, just hold it down, man. You going to the game?
Yes, I am. Yeah, it's the Blue and Orange Bowl.
Damn, man.
Yeah, you know you got to go to homecoming, get the extra hugs, catch your the marching band. Especially got to make sure you go with the street vendors right before.
Oh yeah. Man, it's gonna be a good vibe though on the yard, man. I feel like this was needed, especially with what transpired last year, which kind of just, messed the vibe up for everyone. Even when you wanted to be outside and have a good time, it just took away from the fact that a lot of folks couldn't enjoy themselves on the yard and just have a good time because of senseless ass shooting and just dumbass teenagers doing stupid shit.
Yeah, not putting in, not understanding what the consequences of those things are. Not for their actions, societal actions, community actions, like what do they say, like deeper than rap. Like some of these people, and you wonder what really connects them to even want to do these type of things.
Oh yeah, you know it.
Why is that the first reaction, or why is that even a reaction in a setting like that?
Yeah,
on a school campus. I remember it used to be back in the day when it used to be rare.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now they don't even care. I mean, makes me think about that they started the Young Dolph case.
Yeah.
That trial was going on, and you got these dumbasses. You thought she was really about to get what, $100K, and got paid $800. Mm-hmm. Now look at your life. You stupid. Y'all was plotting on this man. This man was buying cookies from somebody, from a child. Then on top of that, it's the week to where I think it was like he was doing like a turkey drive, or he was doing something for the community though, right? And you take his life. And now your life is done.
For $800.
Again, it's just like senseless shit that people do. It just makes you question and wonder, like, yo, what? Like, do you ever just stop and think about shit like that?
They can't, because their own life is not that valuable to them.
Yeah.
Like,
you're
gonna do something like that to take somebody's life for some money. You either gonna be like, you really needed that money, or you really don't care about your own life, or both. At the same time, I think it's both. Got to be both.
But where do you think it starts at, though?
What
just that lack of value, lack of life value.
A lot of that is environment. We already know a lot of that is environmental. It's not that easy in Memphis where they from. You know what I'm saying? And,
True.
You grow into that, you don't see nothing. All you see is the gangster stuff around you.
I think I was like one of the top 10 most impoverished cities or something like that in America. That's a good point.
It's tough, but it's also just like sad situation, to have to go through that trial, that whole process, and just hearing that. I mean, of course, once they go down, though, they definitely getting cooked.
Yeah.
They not lasting long.
No, I mean that's catch-22 because it's probably I'm sure the judge is going to factor that in.
Oh hell yeah, Right. They probably that judge he probably won't give a fuck either. He probably just gonna be like, oh yeah, no good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course,
like,
especially out there.
Hell yeah.
On a positive note, Memphis got some good barbecue. Random. I went there.
They do. He's not lying. He's not lying.
Damn.
That's one of the things they're known for.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go out to Memphis.
They got Memphis barbecue, Kansas City barbecue.
Yeah.
And then you got Kansas City Chiefs that be barbecuing people out there.
For the refs.
The refs.
Man.
The refs provide the charcoal.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
It's a little bit of...
Add a little sprinkle flavor to it, man.
So speaking of that, though, real quick, because I gotta ask y'all, because I was having a whole argument with some of the guys, and they had a stat. The stat said Patrick Mahomes has had 22 interceptions overturned in his 6 seasons.
Compared to Tom Brady.
That's the most.
Before it was even compared to Brady, people was like, damn, that's a lot. And then some people was like, one of my men was like, nah, that's like the Jordan effect. He gonna get those calls. And I was like, no. I said there's a difference between the calls you get in basketball and football. And I was like, you might get some calls where they looking out, but I was like, we talking like game-changing overturn. Like I understand if Mahomes is in the game, he throw a pass and the dude's lunging at him, and they be like, roughing the passer. Yeah. We might be like, man, that's some BS. But then sometimes we might be like, all right, we get it. Yeah. I'm talking about a full-blown game on the line, so I have to throw the ball up, intercepted. Oh, wait. You know what? Holding somewhere. Offside, 15-yard penalty, somebody first down. And then 22 interceptions overturned in 6 seasons.
That's really crazy.
To Brady's 16 in 22 seasons.
Yeah.
So when they was like, because the argument was like, he tried to turn it into an argument being like, oh, Mahomes needs those calls. And I said, you sound like a Mahomes stan. Because I said, nobody said Mahomes isn't real. We actually saying he is real, so you don't need to do this.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
The fact that they're doing this, I was like, I know he the face of the NFL, but I was like, come on, bro.
It's egregious.
Yeah, you know, it's like it's blatant at this point. Like the Kansas City Chiefs, if you really look at it realistically, they should really be 0-3. The refs are doing everything they can in their power to have them be the first team to three-peat in the NFL. It's not going to happen. Everything is not always going to go in your favor.
I don't got them three-peating.
I don't have them three-peating. To be honest with you, I don't even have them making it to the Super Bowl.
That's a reserve for the Steelers.
Yeah. It can happen.
I mean, I think them being the Ravens, I think was more them than the refs. The Bengals usually just fuck the Bengals, but I think the Bengals won because it's like it's a call like that fourth down call in the fourth quarter. It was the right call, but are you making that call if it's the Lions versus the 49ers?
Hell no.
They're not.
They ain't making
Brock
that.
Purdy's not getting that call.
They not.
Oh, not at all.
Jared Goff's definitely not getting that call.
Hell no.
No black quarterback's getting that call, and that's half the league now.
Facts.
So now you already eliminate. So now you're talking about there's a select 8 that may get that call. Aaron Rodgers. Josh Allen can't get that call because Josh Allen's a turnover machine, even though he's playing clean right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. He's playing really clean, too.
Yeah,
he is.
It look
it's
good.
like you hate to say it.
Yeah, like.
But it's like, damn, he is.
James Cook. Cooking.
Yeah.
I was about to say, I didn't know if he was saying his name or if he was saying a phrase like James Cook.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I don't know, man. It's been a lot of good football going on, man.
Yeah, it has been.
A lot of good football going on, and I think with all the football that's going on, right? And then of course, I feel like it's so much going on. You have sports discussions on a daily, and then you also have the Diddler discussion on the daily, right?
Yeah, the 1,000.
And it's like it's like you really can't ignore it, but then it's kind of like you're starting to see certain people's true colors when it comes to like you got folks either defending him or trying to make it like a whole black and white thing, and it's just like, yo, as black people, we not going to care about what they didn't do to Harvey or what's my
Epstein.
man's name? What's my guy's name? He passed away. Old guy, the Playboy Bunny Mansion, and Hugh Hefner. Hugh Hefner.
He died?
I died in like 2017.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, where you been at, bro?
Oh.
Yeah, man, that man gone.
I just thought he got
For a minute.
I thought he just got another young girlfriend dipped off.
Hey, yeah, man, but you know, I think you just have to eliminate like black and white, and you got to know what's wrong. And the simple fact is like Diddy is wrong, and if we just going to stick out, of course we're not going to call out white people because we like this is what they do, and we already know how they protect white folks, but we're not going to ignore that. Like what Diddy was doing is completely wrong. Like you a wild, freaky, nasty nigga for real. Like that's not okay, you know. But I think we need to stop making it such a black and white thing every time when something happens, and it's just like, oh well, you know, they didn't do this when Harvey Weinstein and all. Like we got to stop doing that and just hold motherfuckers accountable. Like what Diddy was doing, that nigga ain't shit. He's wrong for it, you know. Don't try to, you know, use he got a family. This that, and the nigga had a family when he
was doing it.
Purchased all those 1,000 bottles of oil, baby oil. They know all of this, and even his dumbass son goes out and makes a diss track to the FBI.
So that actually wasn't true.
It's not. That was AI.
That was a diss track, but it was a diss track that he made back when the allegation started, before he turned himself. It's old.
Oh,
and it was like
they resurfaced it.
They just resurfaced it again. Like, look, he made this to the FBI, and it was like, no, he didn't make it to the FBI, but he did make it. Like that wasn't AI. That was really him.
Oh, that was really him.
That was really him. He was just mad because people were saying no Diddy to him, and he like, Fuck out of here. And then the videos start coming out. Then he turns himself in, and then the baby oil, and then he's looking at him like, you really made a record to defend that? I told you what they said. You got to arrest him too because he looked too much like Diddy.
Yeah, man, it's wild. And then on top
Just
of that,
in case.
he got denied again bail.
Yeah, as he should.
Come on, man.
Like
you know that.
You gotta realize that what you were about to go down for. I know he's going to bring down a lot of folks.
Yeah.
In order for him to even, whatever they even think about, like, numbers wise, giving him a sentencing on, he's going to try to do everything he can to reduce that by snitching, giving them whatever
he better have Trump on the books.
You know they ain't.
Sure.
You know they ain't.
Hey, but low key, that's stuff like that is how the black and white argument started, because it was like people was like, maybe they like, y'all know how this is a really weird world.
Yeah.
Secret society stuff be going on.
Hell yeah.
And it be people that be doing weird stuff around other people that also do weird stuff, and they be having like blackmail on people. It's like, I got this on you, you got this on me, so we better be in it together. And they was just like, you know, Diddy was like planning a whole like, okay, if I do go down, because he was wilding, he absolutely was wilding, then there's no way they finna hit me with all of this without me telling all these other people.
The Nino Brown effect.
Yeah, Nino Brown. You see, they put the AI with him, deep fake with him and Nino Brown, and it was like
been wilding.
Right, and it was like doing that is because they like, okay, all of these other, you know how sometimes they have a sacrifice where it's like all these other people might get caught, like all the white people that's wilding just like him might get caught, but they're gonna put it all on him, and he gonna be like, y'all can't just put it all on me, because we was in this together. This is bigger than Nino Brown. He pointing people out, and that's why, like, when you say they might put Trump, I wouldn't.
Yeah, Trump was at the parties. Like some of these things, some of these things. It's video footage. Like he's a.
Come on, man.
These are the same people when Trump during 2016. He was like, "Oh, Trump was for the black people." What's the first thing he was doing? There's a picture of him and Diddy surfaced.
Definitely him and Diddy.
Like these are like I'm not. This is not too far fetched. So if he might try and get his stuff reduced by implicating Trump, who's sitting here talking about eating dogs and cats, or I guess also had an assassination attempt at him again.
Apparently so, right? That's what they saying, right?
Yeah. At least we know Diddy wasn't trying to buy that.
At this point, if you're going to try to say, like, have aim, just hit.
You know how the times is hard. You know, he losing on some polls, so he gotta
create a new storyline.
Story real quick.
Oh my gosh, man!
It's House of Cards season 4. Like this is episode 3 right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Episode 4 and 5. He's going to keep dipping and dodging the debate until he actually accepts the debate the week before, and it's going to be this prime time thing that's going to be talking about getting swing voters and all these things.
Yeah.
Nah, the wheels are falling off, but he wants the ratings. He's that much of a narcissist.
For sure.
That some of these things, and the thing is, like. The first assassination attempt, I think, was a lot more staged because the after effects of this one was a lot more. You started seeing Secret Service, and there's the reaction that we need to sweep this whole area versus Trump making that a moment about him and putting a tampon on his ear.
Yeah.
Not that we're advocating for sniping Trump, but if you do, what they say? If you come for then you best not miss.
Come for the king, best not miss.
For real, man. For real.
It
definitely is, man. It definitely is.
Scandal meets on House of Cards.
This country is just a damn joke. That's what it is. It's a damn joke, man. Moving on, as we've been discussing about the ladies in the WNBA, they have started the playoffs, and
unanimous.
Yes. We've been calling it. We've been saying it for like the last few weeks or so, like
4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah,
there's
unanimous
basketball
MVP.
players, and then there's Asia.
Yeah. Asia, she's just in a lane of her own, man. Like she's really in the lane of her own. Well deserved MVP, her third, and I see her getting more. I see her getting more. And she is. Like you said, our last conversation, man, it's going to have to, a discussion is going to have to be made to where when you mention her in GOAT talk, like you have to separate her from like the Candace Parkers,
She separated herself.
The Lisa Leslie's. Like, you have to separate her from them because it's just like she's doing big number shit.
Yeah. If she carry and she's on the trajectory, I can see her carrying this through that LA 2028 Olympics.
Yeah.
Like that whole coup de grace type deal. Like, and you're talking about going into the Olympics with what, 3 more MVPs?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's getting to the point now where it's like the LeBron effect, where other players are going to play good and you're going to start considering them for MVP just because, unless Asia is not topping her numbers from the year before.
Right.
It's still going to be a ridiculous stat line, but, oh, yeah, you see that up-and-coming person. Look at the effect they're doing. We know Asia's going to be dominant. It's going to be that conversation.
It becomes the mantra where it's like, okay, those are numbers she had last year. I'm going to try to just get those numbers, whether my team is better or whether I'm actually better. Because we know it's the difference between getting numbers and being a better player.
Yeah.
They're going to make it one of those where it's like, oh, Bron and Steph getting all the MVPs. Let me just do some James Harden, Russell Westbrook, stack some numbers real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Caitlin Clark, she got unanimous Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Unanimous.
So,
Crazy.
So, yeah.
But,
I think it probably. I
mean, I'm sure maybe the injury part at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But she was still going to get
Yeah.
Rookie of the Year regardless.
Yeah.
She definitely was. So, I mean,
Yeah.
you know what's crazy?
She got
I
to
felt
walk
as
into
though,
life
like,
in the playoffs.
yeah, I felt as though, like, she wasn't getting a lot. A player who I feel like wasn't getting a lot of talk in Rookie of the Year conversation was Rickea Jackson.
Yeah.
And she been balling.
But, I mean, there's 2 different echelons, though. Like, she has not been balling, but she hasn't been doing what Angel's been doing or Caitlin, like, just impacting.
Just setting records and shit and all that. Yeah.
She been playing. She been good.
Yeah.
Though. She's been good. She's probably right under them.
Yeah.
She has.
It's just that's like a distant third between them two, because even Angel created more distance in that first and second. And like the third was probably way under.
Here's what I want the WNBA to get right and to work on come next season. Do not schedule 3 playoff games on NFL Sunday. How stupid can you fucking be? Like, you clearly have, like, the fact of the matter is that, like, you have a lot of people who have been invested in viewing WNBA basketball like no other.
Facts.
That is a big fact. Yeah. And to get those numbers, to get that money, be smart. Pick days that it's not NFL Sunday, and you going to have 3 playoff games.
Yo, I would have flooded Friday night. Shoot. You open what you do, you open it up on a Wednesday. There's no sports happening on Wednesday.
At all. There go your viewership right there.
Yeah, you go with the triple header then?
Yeah.
You're gonna get it. You do that on ESPN. Because the pennant chase is already over.
Hell yeah.
And you roll that into Friday, then you got your travel weekend, and you come back on Monday. Yeah, they got the double header, but guess what? You got that point. You're not breaking down 3 games.
Yeah. And I mean, even the NBA don't even book their games on football Sunday. Like
the NBA purposely is like what? Super Bowl, then All-Star break.
Yeah.
I'm sure they talk about that.
It's just at a point, man, like y'all gotta be smarter than that. You truly have to be smarter than that. Is because again, you have a lot of folks, not just women. You have a lot of men who have been
that want to watch. Yeah,
want to watch it.
And it's not okay. Why? Because I can already hear the argument. Oh well, why don't? If you want to watch it, then just watch it. You can watch your football game later. Yeah, but
and then we can watch the WNBA game later.
Yeah, like
say the same thing.
Exactly. Like we're just sitting here now, literally just talking about maximizing viewership. It's not an either or thing. We're just sitting here and saying it can be better.
Yeah.
And it's one of those good problems to have. We're actually having this discussion about it versus how it used to be. It wasn't no discussion about it.
That is very true. That is very, very true. So man, shout out to the ladies out there. What's your predictions? Who y'all think is going to end up being in the finals?
Los Angeles Aces. I'm not Los Angeles, Las Vegas. My bad. My bad. My bad. Can we edit that out?
Aces, yeah, I can see them being in there.
Yeah.
Who you think they're gonna play against?
Now, let's see. If you want to, I'm going to, and maybe just throw the wild card out there. If Caitlin Clark is going to vindicate all the Caitlin Clark stands, the Indiana Fever need to make a push for that finals.
I don't see that.
I don't think it's happening.
Yeah, no, that's not happening. It might be the Aces versus Liberty.
I think it's the Aces versus Liberty.
Yeah, that's a rematch.
Because for one, I'm looking at forget what the ratings and all of the people that want to see Caitlin and all of that. Like, forget all of that. The 3-peat, at least the appearance, I feel like is imminent for the Aces.
Hell yeah.
And I feel like the way that Asia has been balling this season, if they were to go against the Liberty, that's like the best challenge for them.
Yep.
And for her to get there and be like, damn, this is what I got to overcome to get this 3-peat, so be it. And then do it.
Got you.
I don't want to hear nothing else in no conversation about.
Got you.
Nah, for real.
Yeah.
With anybody.
Yeah.
And she would do it.
Yeah. It's like Thanos versus the Avengers.
Yeah.
Like,
and that's no knock to Liberty because I think they had the best record in the WNBA.
No, the Liberty are balling.
Like Liberty, they got some ballers.
Yeah, only reason I said the Fever was just for the Caitlin Clark pop. I mean, clearly, like that. It's like the Liberty are like it's like I'm trying to think. I'm not going to match it, but it's kind of like something like I think their matchup is similar to how Detroit and the Lakers 04 matchup would be. Styles make fights.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my prediction. That's my prediction. I'm gonna definitely be tuned in for that. We gotta talk some college football now.
Florida State won.
Your Florida State boys won.
Y'all can talk about anything else.
Yeah, your Florida State boys won. Shout out to them. I know Shador gets a lot of talk with him being like in the Heisman talks and everything. And I did the emphasis because I don't see like if it's going like if it comes down to two people who I feel like if they continue to play that the way they've been playing, it's going to come down to two people: Travis Hunter, Cam Ward, University of Miami.
Cam Ward.
The U, they've been looking pretty decent.
Yeah.
Not going to lie to you.
Cam Ward guy's pretty good.
Yeah, Cam Ward has definitely been balling, and he doesn't have a Travis Hunter.
Yeah. He's elevating their level of everyone else's level of play.
Like he doesn't have a Travis Hunter. For me, and granted, like, you know, Shador, he got to run around, do whatever he can, make plays, get to Travis and all of that. I'd really have to see him go up against more worthier opponents.
He showed up last week. He showed up that fourth quarter.
I mean, yeah, against Baylor, yeah.
I'm not gonna say always.
Yeah, not always, but I think like for me, I want to see. Matter of fact, I want to see him go up against like more ranked opponents, and I know their schedule. I don't think majority of their opponents are ranked, but
I don't even think his team ready for that.
Yeah.
like no matter how good we think he is, his team is not ready for that with him. Like we done talked about their O-line before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they go against a ranked opponent. Like I think that he would be like trying to do his best to show out, but he's gonna be running for his life.
That's it. They're saying they're gonna be like when the Bears with him, Caleb. Get blown right up. Like the line play for top 25 in the nation line play in Colorado.
Yeah. And
I don't even want Shador to go through that.
Yeah, and that's why I really don't see him being like if anyone's going to be a number 1 overall pick in next year's draft, it's going to be Travis Hunter. That dude is just different. He's just truly different.
I mean, it's good. It's weird because it doesn't matter who's going. If the Raiders got the number 1 pick overall, I think. Well, shoot, if they got the number 1 pick overall, I think they go Cam Ward, and they would go Cam Ward. But it also might be like the number 1 overall pick might not be a quarterback.
It might not, and I think that's the. And I think that's the. It's not like a surprising factor because I think like with some of the quarterbacks that you have that's going to be coming out. they're going to need some work. I don't view this class how this 2024 class was, where you had like in the first top 8 picks, or so, quarterbacks. I don't see that happening in this year's draft. You might, to be honest with you, you really might get 1 or 2 in next year's draft.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I think that is the cycle of the NFL. Like, we kind of, and I think that's kind of like what GMs were trying to just be cheap with. Okay, these rookie quarterback contracts, and we're just going to push them in a play now mode. But now that defenses are catching up, so I think it's no coincidence that you're seeing a resurgence in these quarterbacks on their second contracts that we thought were busts. Sam Darnold, Justin Fields. We're not going to say Brock Purdy, but there's a reason he was in the 7th round. Like, certain ones that you don't that are pro style are coming from I think Brady had a YouTube clip about it where he was just talking about the difference of coming from a program and having to grind and understand a system versus a plug and play person and it being dummied down. And I think because that's happening, you're starting to see now these quarterbacks that aren't ready to be, and I don't even think it's a knock. They're just not ready to be a starting quarterback for one of 32 franchises in the entire world.
Yeah.
And that's not a knock, but I think we also got to get out of the habit of thinking that these rookies can just come into the NFL and play against these grown men and make those professional decisions without the work experience. Everyone's not Cam Newton.
Yeah, that's very true. That is very, very true, man. So I don't know, man, but I think I just need to see more. I will say Archie Manning, Archie Manning era. The Archie Manning era, yeah.
Yeah, he runs like a Manning too.
He's faster than him.
Just fast.
He's just faster than him.
The same form.
Yeah, but to be honest with you, if I'm gonna make my predictions my early predictions now, I could really see it being Texas versus Georgia in the championship.
That'd be a good game too.
I could see that happening. Yeah, I could see that happening. Like I think I think from Texas suffering that loss to Washington last year. Really amped them up, and they have a solid roster. They have a solid roster.
They're playing well.
Yeah,
like, and they got a receiver from Alabama. So was
Isaiah Bond.
Yeah,
He's a
Isaiah
beast.
Bond.
He's a beast.
The receiver, that's my favorite.
Yeah. Like I don't know, man.
Yeah,
so that,
sure. You might have.
That's my prediction right there, man.
That's a solid. That's a bookmark that.
Yeah, I'm about to say bookmark that. We can lock that.
Yeah,
in.
we
I would like to see that game.
That would be a good ass game. Like, that would be a good ass game, man.
Honestly, I don't know any other team that might.
That's what I'm saying. Like when I was looking at, because the first 2 games or so, I was looking at USC and I'm like, yo, USC, they looking pretty decent. But then they had their USC moment against Michigan. Michigan probably had maybe 40-something passing yards, but had over 100 yards rushing. They could not stop the run defensively, and I'm like, damn, they starting to look like USC of last year.
Yeah, that's the Pac-12. They're soft against run defense. Yeah. They had the soft-ass run D. Pause.
Yeah. Definitely got paused that.
Yeah. Yeah, my bad.
But agreed, man. But college football, man, it's just, I always see this question floating around, like, is college football more entertaining than the NFL? Yes, it really is. It really is.
Yeah.
Like,
think of this question. Is professional life more exciting than college life?
No. Not at all.
So, of course, football is going to be the same.
I was about to say, they got NILs now.
Yeah. Like you really have, you still got niggas that's like in their 8th year. When I hear a player like in his 8th year, it's like, bro, what? Like, come on, fam. Like, just graduate, dog. Like, you done did undergrad, grad. You trying to get more degrees? Like, what's up, bro? Just leave.
Dude, I think he went to Howard. And it was like Harvard, Howard, and I forgot what else, like Syracuse or something like that. But like every year he went to school for free all 8 years.
That's crazy.
There was an injury, 2 injury red shirts, a COVID red shirt year. Then you get your regular 4. And then of that, he was redshirted, so he had a grad year.
He's stealing, man. He's stealing. Ain't no way. He's stealing. Like, he done played with players who done already been drafted off the team he was with. Like, it's crazy,
shoot,
man.
That's Georgia. Georgia's quarterbacks be averaging like 25 years old.
Yeah. They definitely do. They definitely do, man.
You're at Georgia and you got freshmen coming there that aren't legally of age to drink.
Yeah.
And the quarterback's buying it for the whole team.
Hell yeah, man.
And they wanted to get on Johnny Manziel.
Yo, speaking of Georgia, man. Oh, shout out to Reggie Bush, man. So Reggie Bush, I saw something.
Yeah.
He's definitely about to try to, he's going to sue.
Yeah, sue to recoup that money.
Yes. Get your money. Get paid. They did my man's wrong.
Yeah. As much money as they made off of video game Reggie Bush.
What?
And they said, nah, he couldn't get any of that pie.
Yeah, nah. He going to win it, too.
Yeah.
He's going to win that.
Yeah, 20 years later, yeah.
Yeah, he's winning that. Shout out to my guy, Reggie Bush, man. I don't care what nobody say. What that man did, what he, like, his highlight reel.
And experiencing that
Unmatched.
in real life.
Yeah. Like, dude was just.
He invented the back juke.
I
On the game.
I still can't believe they lost that game, though.
To Texas.
Vince Young was on some.
Yeah,
I loved it. Like that right there. Yo, shout out to my Texas boys, man. That right there. That still probably goes down as one of like the best Rose Bowl games I've ever watched, man. Like that was
hands down.
Oh my goodness, that was the best.
Like watching that whole season, we seen Reggie all year, so I was looking like he got it, and then Vince Young was looking great, but it was like if Reggie Bush was up here and Vince was right here the whole season, that game he like elevated, and it was like as a football fan, no matter who you was rooting for, like y'all, the same thing I just said about Asia Wilson. When you got two great players, you want to see them bringing the best out of each other.
Yeah.
And Vince was making Bush have to elevate, but it's a difference when you quarterback and you're running back.
Yeah.
You can control a little bit more. And they got
Vince had the ball every play.
Hell yeah.
But man, that was a game.
That right there was a game. That right there was a game.
Like,
man.
you talking, man. I wish I saw that. Vince Young is crazy because he's another one of those quarterbacks ahead of their time.
Mm-hmm.
If it's weird because just as we just finished talking about like programs and like versus and ready-made quarterbacks and whatnot.
Yeah.
If they allowed that style or that just thinking with the offense, like Jeff Fisher with the Titans, to let Vince Young be Vince Young.
Yup.
Jeff Fisher probably would still have a job.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
But somehow Jeff Fisher went to the Super Bowl in 1999. Do you know how many other times he's had winning seasons since then?
0.
He's been on more teams than he's had winning seasons.
Yeah. But here's my thing. I don't understand how he couldn't, like, Vince Young, he was a scrambling quarterback with an arm. You were coaching RIP.
Steve
McNair.
Steve McNair.
Alcorn State legend.
Steve McNair could stand in the pocket, but he could also scramble, and he was very dangerous when mobile. Why couldn't you transition that?
I think part of it is just like Jeff Fisher is very like Tom Coughlin, do as I say, listen, and not saying Steve McNair was like that, but Steve McNair was more mature, and like so he can withstand that. Where Vince would like whatever, but like game happen, and Vince, all right, yeah. What happened with that, Vince? Well, we got the first down, right? Like some Willie Beeman type shit.
Yeah.
And they went to the playoffs, and for some odd reason, that didn't satisfy Jeff Fisher enough. Like you had a whole, it's like with the Ravens with Lamar. Like, okay, well, we had Flacco, we were going to switch to Lamar. Okay, we're going to change your offense to highlight that. Mm-hmm. Jeff Fisher said, "Nah, we're winning like that. We're going to switch it up.
We're going to switch it up just because I want to do another way.
Yeah,
I just want to do another way.
It's wild, man.
Vince Young with Chris Johnson in a spread offense.
They should have been that Tennessee offense should have been eating,
running it up.
They should have been eating, man. But speaking of the Ravens, let's talk about these Ravens. They got their first victory. barely.
They almost
'cause
pissed that
damn
away.
near almost like what I'm really looking at this Ravens team. I swear I wish the Steelers was playing them earlier, man.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, we going to eat against them, and we have players coming back from injury by then too. Yeah, we going to eat. I'm not going to lie to you, but
I don't think I think they're still trying to find their identity.
yeah.
I think
I don't. Yeah,
they're missing
trying
Patrick
to find.
Queen.
Yeah, they're trying to find their identity. They don't know how to close out games. Your running back finally got you over 100 rushing yards. He got you 151 rushing yards. You should have been doing that. He should probably be leading it. Not even probably. He would be leading the league if you were smart.
Yeah, go pistol, run them downhill, call the fucking day. You got 2 tight ends. It's not like you got deep receivers anyway.
At all.
Fucking read options there.
Just pure stupidity. They got their first win, and it was against the Dallas Cowboys. They're looking terrible. They're not going to continue to be good, and I'm happy for that. I'm happy for them. Until Jerry Jones leaves, it's going to be looking all bad for them. And then the thing that really blows me, this nigga Micah Parsons, after every game, go watch film, bro. Like, niggas is running all over your defense, and you going straight to your podcast.
like immediately, he didn't even have his uniform still on. Like, damn, bro.
Like, bro, your team just had damn near gave up 200 rushing yards.
That's crazy.
And back-to-back games.
Back-to-back games.
Kamara gave you a 4-piece.
That
You
is
got a
bad.
2-piece from Henry.
And you run to the pod like, yeah, and they just ran all over us.
I don't even know what to do. I don't know what's going on. We got like
Micah Parsons, next time y'all lose and you want to run to a podcast, we'll go live with you. Add us.
nah, for real, man. Like, it's just
Let somebody else
get,
eat.
like, I really
'cause
don't
you're
get it.
not.
What's up with these athletes, man? And as soon as like games are over, they just diving directly into their podcast. Like, especially if you losing.
It's the new athlete era where they want to build their brand over tighten up their profession. And his job security is at 100% because he thinks that he's a top 3 defensive player. And because of that, and it's crazy because I think he thinks that he's the best athlete on the field. So it makes up for his flaws and not studying. When in reality, I don't think he's. It's so much more that one is your run defense would be a lot better if you actually, and I think he would directly impact it if he's not on the podcast and actually using that voice for the locker room.
Yeah. They're not gonna listen to him in the locker room because he do the podcast.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
He's like Marlon Humphreys. How Lamar told him to get the IG out of space.
Yeah, man. Like, it's like, damn, immediately. Social media, man. Social media is ruining y'all, man. You know who else is getting ruined? I'm not going to lie to you. That Madden curse is real. You know Christian McCaffrey is still out.
Yeah, White Chris is out.
Brandon Ayuk, where you been at? Will the real Brandon Ayuk please stand up? I'm so glad the Steelers didn't give up everything they did for him. He has been quiet since signing. He's stealing money.
Yeah,
Stealing money.
yeah, he's a candidate on the all ski mask team.
Yep, hell yeah, man. Debo Samuel still injured. I think Debo is going to be somebody that they end up trading because he can't stay healthy. I feel as though, and I said this before, man, the 49ers window is really closing.
Yeah.
The Eagles window closing.
Here's the thing. I don't even know if the Eagles' window is closing or if it's Nick Sirianni's window closing because
I don't know, man.
He's a coach that's messing up a ready-made team. I don't like the Eagles.
And the Eagles they have a solid roster, but it's also like Jalen Hurts. He's been turning the ball over.
They had a tough win against the Saints. Like I'm not going to discredit them this week. Like that was a tough win. Like they didn't fold, but seeing them not be as fluent in that game, like maybe that's a testament to the Saints defense. I know they had that dirty play on Devontae early. It was in the fourth quarter, knocked him out. So I mean, maybe there's reasons why they weren't as fluent.
Yeah.
But I'm still seeing a team that doesn't have belief in their coaching versus.
That's going to be bad in the long run, though, especially playoff time.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be bad.
Yeah,
That's why they was losing the way they was losing last season down the stretch. You know.
Yeah, I think that's an issue. Like you're talking about, like, dude, the team that lost with like 5 of their last 6 or whatever went into the playoffs, got smoked, came back this season. It doesn't look like they really corrected anything. Mm-hmm. Yeah, their talent is still getting them through. I mean, look at what Saquon did on Sunday. Like Saquon's cooking. So,
oh my goodness,
they're doing this. They're doing this in spite of the coach being a good coach versus a lack of talent. That the wheels are falling off.
Yeah, for sure. Surprise 3-0 teams, man, because there are now 4 or 5 3-0 teams.
Minnesota Vikings.
Yes. That is a very, very surprising 3-0 team. I know JG is hype about that. Shout out to my dog JG, man.
Don't even mention that.
Hey, I know he hype about that, man.
Kevin O'Connell, former coach of the year.
Yeah.
He's dialing it up.
Yeah.
Well, and it's not just YOLO ball to Justin Jefferson or no, it's scheme. It's the defense is the defense. Brian Flores got them.
I was
cooking.
about to say Flores, and that's who we wanted to stay. Like, granted, Steelers defense is, oh my gosh.
Can you imagine Flores with this defense?
Yo,
that'd be dope.
Like, my goodness. But yeah, man.
Forget them. It's another team that might be more surprising than 3-0.
Seattle. I was about to say. Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy.
Their new head coach, and he came from over at the Ravens. Mm-hmm. And I heard some folks wanted him
to stay.
Wanted him to stay, but also if they were to get rid of Harbaugh, that's who they would want as their head. Yeah.
They're engineering victories.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, like they
3-0.
3-0.
And what's crazy about them is they're within that mold of 2013 Seattle. Mm-hmm. They got that shell, and they got that shell defense. And the DBs are balling.
Yeah,
run the ball, don't make any turnovers, and Gino, who's experienced enough to make the appropriate passes. Yeah, like it's NFC West. You would have thought it was the 49ers to lose, and
you would have thought.
Yeah,
the crazy thing right now, as it stands. 49ers are at the bottom of the division. Mm-hmm. They're number 4.
Arizona's over them.
Everybody.
The Rams just clipped them.
Yeah.
Clearly, Seattle number 1. They dead last in the NFC West.
Yeah, that's crazy. You know what else is crazy?
The Bengals being 0-3.
Bengals being 0-3. The Steelers are number 1 in the AFC North. A lot of folks had the Steelers being last. In the AFC North.
I heard some people saying the Steelers want to win more than 6 games.
Come on, man. Y'all see my boy Justin Fields improving. And this, like, shout out to our defense is filthy. Like, shout out to that's a steel curtain defense. Yeah. That's a steel curtain defense right there. But shout out to Justin Fields, man. What I've been loving is that him and this Arthur Smith offense, I ain't going to lie to you. Like, when we was playing the Chargers, the first few series,
the 2-3 outs.
I thought Matt Canada snuck into the stadium. I thought I was going to have to drive to Pittsburgh real quick because I was like, what is this? But Justin Fields is improving, and I think they are going to really continue to allow him to throw deeper down the field. Yeah. Just get more comfortable. Just allow him to play his style of ball. I can see it.
Yeah, the way that the game, the first 2 3-and-outs, the Quentin Johnson busted coverage for him, a touchdown, woke the offense up, and you saw Arthur Smith just start dialing it up.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Like it was like play after play, and it was like every play had a rhythm and rhyme to build off the next play. Yeah, boom, play action, boom, boom, boom. Next thing you know, and then once Justin pulled in, ran into the end zone. Like that was surgical.
Yeah.
Like that was okay to you're dialing it up to that. Yeah, like I started feeling okay.
I loved it, and then on top of that, like to go into the second, like to come out at halftime and be in the second half, you outplay offensively over 200 yards, 200 some yards.
Wow.
To -5.
-5.
Yeah.
Yo, they beat them up. Like you saw through the attrition, like. That second half, they didn't want to tackle. Those 3-yard runs were going for 8, 9, 12.
Yeah,
like
Najee Cordell
Patterson.
Yeah, oh my goodness.
Yo, like something like that. That's a Mike Tomlin well-coached team that played with confidence. Broderick Jones, he got benched last game. Now Fontana went out on Friday.
Yep.
Broderick Jones went out there. Joey Bosa, bow, get out the game.
And that was crazy.
Yeah.
First play, pancake, and I'm gonna fall on you.
That's how you punch. That's how you punch, man.
I got no choice but to be happy for Fields. Yeah. Because I got to say this too, because we was alluding to this, but I'm going to just put it into the words for the Mixoners out there.
Okay.
This is the year of it's about how you are coached. How many other QBs or players, period, have we seen that looked mediocre or trash somewhere else and they were a whole new squad and now they looking good?
Yeah.
We just Justin Fields, Geno.
Yeah.
Geno, Sam Darnold, Malik Willis.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. That's just to name a few.
Yeah.
And those is like based on certain positions is
Baker
is, bro, he's having the time of his life in Tampa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's insane.
That's
Like,
a resurgence right there.
Everybody, they resurging, and it's like you put certain players with the kind of coaches they need to be around, and we getting magic.
Yeah.
We're getting magic out here. There's some good football that's going on right here.
It
might be the year of an underdog. I know they want Mahomes to get that 3-peat, and we know they're going to help him.
Yeah.
But
they're still a playoff team, yeah.
A lot of teams that was nice, like you said earlier, not looking like they used to.
At all.
And then windows is closing.
Yeah.
And then it's a lot of teams that's out there like, y'all seen what the Commanders just did?
Yeah. Yo, Jaden Daniels balled.
Jaden Daniels? I'm not gonna lie to you. If he can really seriously, play at that level that he played the other night, he could be rookie of the year. He can be rookie of the year.
That's tough because Malik Neighbors leads the NFL in numbers and receiving yards right now.
But sometimes, man, it's.
And then you got that guy Marvin Jones Jr., Marvin Harrison Jr.
Oh
yeah. Oh, them two like.
Oh my God.
They beasts. They're beasts. This is beast.
Malik
Neighbors is like that. Once you really get him an elite quarterback, because Daniel Jones is ass. Oh my God. Daniel Jones is ass.
The LSU receivers is different.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, the LSU.
They are. That they are. I can agree with you on that one. Yeah, man. It's some folks out there that have really been playing lights out ball and been going
the Steelers
crazy.
are one of them.
Yeah,
Steelers definitely one of them. Shout out to Big Shot. I'm gonna say it every time. Yeah. If you're a real football fan, if you're a real Bears fan, you are truly happy for Justin Fields right now. First,
I'm gonna say most of my friends that are Bears fans are they're like, oh, I'm so happy for Justin Fields.
For him. Yeah, we know. Listen, we realistic with our organization. We hope for the best. We know, but we've never been a QB developmental team. And I mean, they've ruined some quarterbacks. They made some quarterback. I'm not even gonna mention Jay Cullen. We still he didn't even want to play football no more. We knew that.
Hey, Cutler funny as hell.
We don't develop quarterbacks.
Cutler funny as hell.
And even when we have somebody decent, we can go far enough sometimes. Like, shout out to Rex Grossman because he took us to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But, he went up against Peyton Manning. But regardless, though, we know it's not the player, it's us. And so Justin Fields, I always want him to succeed like I want every other black quarterback in this league.
Yeah.
And I'm glad he's with one of the good noobs. I mean, Mike Tomlin. And they do what they got to do.
It's funny. It was so Mike Tomlin on his staff had, I think it was like 4 Kappas and Joey Porter, who was a Sigma. So you had Ryan Clark, Joey Porter, Mike Tomlin.
Joey Porter's a Sigma?
No. Joey Porter's a Sigma. Yeah.
Really? The fuck?
Yeah. I would not want to see him in the basement. Pause.
Hey, yo.
What basement? What goes on in this basement?
I forgot the informationals or something like that.
Oh yeah, true.
I got a question for y'all before we close out, man. Have you all had a chance to watch that Aaron Hernandez?
I did not see episode 1 yet. I'm definitely binging
on FX
because the new episode dropped tonight.
Yeah. Okay. So here's my thing, man, and they even had this on the Netflix special of him, where like his, you know, former best friend / teammate and everything came up with that whole like they're secret lovers and all of that shit, right? I think here's where it's kind of tough, because if you wasn't talking about it and mentioning it when he was alive, why is it mentioning it? Yeah, and it's like, are you like, did that really happen, or are you doing this so you can have your time on Netflix? You doing this so that, because I mean they also implemented in the series.
Yeah,
like they put a lot of focus on it, and it's just like, well, how do you know he was doing this? How do you know he was texting, you know, other gay men and all of this? Like, how do you know he was on these sites? How do you know this? Who's giving you this information? You know,
scoring booty hole.
Yeah, like it's just it's wild, and it's
called it violently gay.
Yeah, you know, it's
crazy term.
Yo, that's insane.
That is a wild term.
Yeah, that's really crazy. But I just think like, damn, if he wasn't saying all of this when he was alive, like what? To me, it's kind of irrelevant.
Yeah, you're making salacious.
But also,
headlines.
if now into like, and let's just say maybe it was him, right? Mm-hmm. If he didn't come, like, allow that to be his story. Like, he can't be here to share his story, but allow, like, whatever happened in the past.
Yeah, is that adding to your main point
at all?
Like, you're sitting here and saying this is Aaron Hernandez. Like, you can do you want to allude to it, because it wasn't like, oh, that was an out there thing in his present life.
Yeah.
So when you're saying the story of his present life, you can sit here and say certain undercover, behind the scenes things or whatever, but that's dominating the story. That's not what we knew of Aaron Hernandez. It's not like, oh, he's being glorified or anything. You can dig deeper into the story, but you're not. But was he flaming? Oh, my fault. That's a derogatory term, apparently. Was he like out there as much?
Come and get us in the comments.
My bad. Look, I've been good. I've been good off the midgets for a minute. Little people.
Man, but yeah. So I don't know. I just think that's something that, again, if that should have been his story to tell. Yeah. If that were the case.
Yeah.
You know, but since he's not here, I think that's something that should have
just
been.
Him, and that's not cool.
Yeah, you know, especially if it is true or if it's not true. I just think it's kind of irrelevant.
Yeah. Does he have memoirs? Did you stumble upon these things? Like the
you know,
where did it come from? Was he with Diddy? Did he do this?
Imagine if he found a baby oil bottle.
He might be involved.
Hey,
he might
be involved in it somehow, some way.
I wouldn't put it past him. I mean, Diddy might have helped him bury a body.
Can't put nothing past Diddy.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. But
I'm telling you. First off, you got to smash the cameras.
Man,
you don't got a private jet? Go to Robert Kraft, ask him for a jet, tell him you got to get traded out of here.
Oh man, oh man.
And then walk to Junior's and get me a cheesecake.
Take that.
Hey yo, on that note, man, listen, this is episode 12, ladies and gentlemen. Homecoming season is near, so if you've seen folks walking around with a scruffy, it's okay, because you want to look a little different, man. These are 3 black men up here who are HBCU alums, proud HBCU alums at that. All right, so get ready. It's going to be electric, y'all. Till next time, it's your big dog kid, 6 Chi-Town's finest, Carlton, you dig? Mr. ESPN himself, the Coach Jay Davis.
Make sure you go vote.
And that part. Till next time, y'all, we out of here.